All right, so in our last video, we managed to spray this with some 2K Clearcoat, and the results came out pretty nice. I mean, look, we wanted that nice mirror finish, and look at that. You can see the reflection. Not as clear, but I mean, look, it looks really nice. So today, we're gonna see if we can actually improve this and smooth it out as much as we can with this. We're gonna be using cutting compound and some polish to try and restore this as best as we can to improve the reflection, because I want that mirror finish, you know? Look at that. Can't say I've actually done this successfully, so we're gonna see if today is different, but overall I probably won't be too disappointed because it looks better now than it did before, so I can't fuck it up anymore. Now, I'll also be using some, this is just soap water to, you know, clean any leftover dust so the compound doesn't make the dust more abrasive and fuck up our paint job. So let's get to it. Look, it's been over a week and I just wet it and touched it there, and that's from my glove. I don't understand how after a week of applying the 2K Clear Coat, it still hasn't dried, or whatever the heck that is. It is not cool, and I did not know about this. Nobody warned me. Look, it won't come off. It is embedded into the Clear Coat. So thanks for that. I thought this was gonna be a nice, simple job. Now, this got harder because I won't be able to actually hold on to this, and while I have to turn it around and get all the corners and crevices, it'll be hard applying pressure if I can't, you know, actually grip this thing properly. So, let's see how damn. Yeah, I didn't like it rolling without a wing, so I just put the stock one back on, but now it's time to take this off, and we gotta install this one right now because it's very difficult to actually get a grip on this and hold it properly just because of the way it's shaped, and try to use the rubbing compound, and I do not want to get any more smudges on there, because apparently once you add water it just starts to rehydrate and you leave smudges on there, so that's never good. So we're gonna go ahead and install this back on there, and hopefully we'll be able to use the rubbing compound more appropriately and smoother. So let's do this. I know it's quite dirty, but it's windy out there, so just bear with me. So now that we got it nice and secured on here, we'll be able to actually finish using the compound on here. I also managed to clean the windshield. You know, we don't want any dust kicking up and messing up our compound and our polish job. So let's get to it. Okay, so this is after one pass of the compound, and I mean, it looks pretty good. Look at that. We still have the polish, keep in mind, so however good it may look now, it's just gonna get better. Look at this. Nice and smooth. That really did take care of most of the little haziness we had, and it's looking like a success, at least in the back here. But if you remember, the back side really wasn't all that messed up. So what we want is the front. So Whew, this is exhausting. My hands are tired. Let's see if we can get in real close and see what the surface looks like close up. So the front side has a little bit of orange peel, just a little bit. And yeah, you can see like the reflection of the light looks a little unclear. So we're gonna see what it looks like after the compound has been applied, and hopefully it actually does anything, you know? And again, I'm trying to be very careful here because I do not trust that the paint job won't leave another smudge like it did last time. I managed to get rid of it, so you know, that's the plus thing. The compound actually did a good job of getting rid of the little smudge. I don't know how it happened or if I have to worry about it when it gets wet again, but we're just gonna focus on not touching it now. Maybe when I apply the polish and the wax, it'll prevent it from, you know, getting that bad again. Seeing as how to install this back into the car, I think it's probably a good idea if I just tape this up just so we don't mess with the paint job on the car before we actually get started on doing this bit. So I'm gonna do that off camera and then I'll be back. All right, so now that we managed to tape this up, we can go ahead and get started on using the compound on this side. So let's do this. Okay, so like I mentioned before, I really don't know exactly what the process is for this. This is after 2 coats of the compound, and for the most part, it's pretty smooth. Let's see if we can get that showing off here. You kind of can't tell, but I think if we give it one more pass with the compound, we might be able to improve it just a little better. And if not, you know, what can it hurt? And after that, we should be okay to apply the polish. So hopefully once we apply the polish, we'll get this thing back to its shiny glory. I mean, it's pretty reflective now, so I have high hopes once the polish goes on there. All right, so now that we managed to use all the compound, we're gonna switch over to using the polish now. And I am gonna have to replace this because the gloves that I was using, turns out they were dirty, so we're just not gonna use that no more. Besides, that was for the compound, and now we need a new one for the polish, as well as a new microfiber cloth. So we're gonna go ahead and start applying the polish now, and hopefully we get that mirror shine right back. See that? Nice and shiny. Pretty smooth and clear. You can even see the reflect. Oh, look at that. Yes, this is what we wanted. All right, so now that we managed to give it the first pass with the polish on the front side, we're gonna go ahead and try the back side now, because I'm just so ready for this thing to be done. It came out real nice, if I do say so myself. Look at the reflection. It just shines. Ooh, people behind me gonna be blind when their lights hit this. this is the after. I mean, if we take a look at the before, man, that thing was ugly, you know? But now, look at this. This is what we wanted. Boom, look, you can see that can. It still got some, a little bit of orange peel left over, probably because I didn't go deep enough or harder on the compound, but man, that thing's exhausting. I don't want to do it, you know, be on here all day. I had to do this by hand. I tried to get this kind of result using high grade sandpaper, and it didn't work, you know. So I guess now we know why. It's the compound and the polish that get it this kind of way. Because when I did the sanding and then I tried to do compound and polish, it clearly did not work out. We didn't have this kind of shine or reflectiveness. And look at this. Look at this. Clear, smooth. This thing just looks so much nicer than it did when we first started. And I gotta admit, I am very pleased with this result because the 2K was very, very cheap, and so was the compound and the polish. So this is a relatively cheap way to get your clear coat back in order, you know? It was very exhausting though, having to do this by hand, and you really have to dig in there with the compound if you want good results. As you can tell, it still has some orange peel by the reflection in the light. You know, it's not crystal clear like a mirror is, but hey, I'm happy with it, you know? Look at this. I do want to point out that it's not, you know, 100% great. There's still some little blemishes here. See right there, the clear coat, I guess, didn't stick properly. I don't know what happened there, but it's literally just that one bubble there. And oh yeah, also, I did manage to get rid of the fingerprints and the smudge caused by my glove when I first held it. I don't know if you can't even see it now. Take a good look down the entire length of this, and no fingerprints. I'm pretty happy with the way it turned out, you know, considering the fact that I had fingerprints and smudges all across here from, I don't know exactly what reason. I mean, it's been drying for over a week, and yet somehow I managed to smudge it with a fingerprint. Yeah, I really have no answers for that, but this is what, man, it just came out so nice. Look at this. I do wish I should have definitely smooth this out better when I was sanding, as well as up here. When the light hits it, you can kind of see it, but right now you kind of can't. But if you just angle it at the right angle, you could, yeah, right there, smudge. But hey, it looks fine. That's gonna be it for this video, guys, so take care.